goals is we're building end-to-end systems that support mass customization. And that means taking a software-driven approach to product. As opposed to producing, thousands and 100,000s of products in stored warehouses all over the world, we produce one product for the individual. That product is custom to their weight, to themselves, to their style, to their fashion, and whatever it is that they want to have. The advantages to that are pretty limitless. From a waste and environmental perspective, obviously, we have no waste. So we very much produce an object at the moment that it's bought, and then we ship that product to the end user. As far as from a relevance perspective, we're developing product for today. And we've created a closed-loop feedback system in which we're shipping a product, we're asking people what they like about that product and what they don't like. We're taking that information and then we're pushing it back into the algorithm to create a new version of our product, which we're shipping the next day. And when you think about what that means for the speed of innovation and being able to develop our physical world at the speed at which our digital world develops, it's pretty amazing, and it's my opinion that this will be the next wave of manufacturing, and will be hopefully the pioneer in that. There will be many other companies that we'll see developing in this space, and also using additive manufacturing to build their businesses on. I think if you think about the potential for custom mass manufacturing and what that means as far as for us and for our bodies and for humans, there are so many applications that are going to open up over the course of the next 10 years. If you think about it, custom, there's really two areas where I think that there's a huge potential for innovation. You have products like prosthetics, which are very expensive and people don't have access to, and 3D printing can provide access to these products. You also have products like footwear and shoes and sandals, and you have massive market applications there, which for so long have been mass manufactured, and now for the first time we have the potential to create one for the individual, have an increased value for the customer, and ultimately ship a better product. When we look at our product development roadmap, we're very much building a software platform that supports these kinds of applications and supports these verticals. So while right now we're focusing obviously on insoles and orthotics, we really want to own the foot, and we want to be able to develop all sorts of custom products in and around people's feet and in and around the way that people move through the world, but ultimately enable them to lead the lives they want. Building something from nothing is incredibly difficult, and I think we face challenges every day, but it's those challenges which make it exciting. For me, it's we're facing challenges around how do you even build software that supports custom products? How do you build factories that are distributed and ultimately enable custom mass production when the machines for those factories are upwards of $500,000? How do you raise brand awareness when you're competing against massive corporations that have huge budgets? And I think if it comes down to it, at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is your product. And if your product is better, you will survive and you will push forward and you will build that world around it. And that's what has to be good. And if you don't have that, you have nothing. But if you can create something that the world needs, where you're solving a real problem, where you're actually bringing something to people that can truly change their lives. Every day I hear stories of people who buy soles and couldn't have access to a custom orthotic before, and now they have access, and we've actually given them their lives back, and we've given them the ability to move through the world. And for me, that's what keeps me going, and I think that's what keeps other entrepreneurs going. And as far as in Korea, I'm thinking, and I'm going back to that question from earlier about startups here. And recently, I mentored a company in the U.S. That has a Korean founder, and I know that he goes back and forth, and his startup received subsidy from the government to get off the ground. And it's all about addressing air pollution and building better tools to evaluate the air quality around us. So I do know that there is opportunity here to create and to receive funding and to build a company from nothing. It's more I think getting past that fear of stepping into the unknown and being comfortable with the fact that every day you're going to be faced with immense challenges and things that you don't know how to solve, and it's your job to figure them out. And if we want this version of the world to be possible, then we all have to figure those things out, and nobody has the answers, but we're learning as we go. I think my advice for young entrepreneurs is just to explore the world around you. As we heard in the keynotes this morning, there's so much opportunity for advancement just in our economic and our cultural landscape. The key is really identifying those areas, I think, as someone young, and finding opportunities where you can break boundaries and where you can connect with interesting, other entrepreneurs and academics and business people across the world and really come together ultimately to build a vision. One other thing is, for me in my personal career, I've always lived by the idea that you see a door and you see an opportunity and you just go through it. And whatever that opportunity may be, you never know where it may take you. You never know what kind of interesting people you may meet or what kind of minds can come together to build something new. And that's where all the really interesting things